Hey everybody. Hey guys. Hi. Oh my goodness. My window's open. I promise I don't have the light on in here, but it's bright in here. It's beautiful today, you guys. Hey everybody. Thanks for showing up. Hi guys. How is your guys' weather? We're having amazing weather today. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Sam. I've been watching your conversation for the last couple minutes, and fish fingers does sound good, Dean. Yay! So happy Sunday, everyone. How is everyone doing? It's cold there. Uh-oh. Well, it's cold. It's still cold here. We just have brilliant sunshine, and so that helps. It makes up for it. Living right by the ocean, we get a lot of overcast days and a lot of like foggy weather rolling up off the water. And so when we get these beautiful, bright, sunny days, we're super grateful. It's really washing me out, though. You can hardly see my face. Hey, everybody, welcome. Hi, Tammy. Hi. So happy to see you. Envision 42. Hi. Hey, Yvonne. Hi. You guys are showing up. Woohoo. So we're not here to do tarot class today. We're here to do more readings today. Let's see. Yvonne says, happy Sunday. It's nice 70 degrees in North Florida. Oh my goodness, I'm jelly. Oh my goodness. 70. Let me see what the temperature is here, if I can. I don't want to close out my tabs. Is it going to tell me? Oh, there it was. I swiped right past it. Oh, come on. What? Oh, 44 degrees here. 44. That's an angel number. 44 degrees here right now, and it's supposed to get, today's high will go up to 47. Yay, but it is cold, but it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. My little dog keeps trying to get me to take him for a walk, and he doesn't understand the meaning of, after I hang with my crystal crew, I'll take you for a walk. Not very patient. Hi, Judy. Yes, we just started. So happy you're here. Yay. So happy you're here. You have 4 seasons in one day, typical British weather. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. So that's probably hard to predict or make plans around. Thank you, Lisa. Yes. So I'm doing the partial dread look, and I've just been adding a few like as we go. I started out with this one, and I'm kind of in that phase. I'm doing the partial dread look. Boho. Very boho. It's fun. I got a bunch of these dreads off of Amazon, and I'm decorating them in different colors so they fit my different outfits. Yeah. Hi, Ginger. Hi. You got 20 minutes, LOL. Awesome. And thank you for spending your 20 minutes with me. Us. Below 59 is freezing for my thin blood in Florida weather. You probably have very thick blood to stay warm. Yeah. Actually, I'm quite acclimated. Pretty much anyone that lives in Washington has to deal with cold weather. I'm actually originally from Idaho, which is one state over, and it's really weird how different the weather is just one state over. Dean says, I wish I had hair. You know what? My son can concur with that. My son, Wesley, my middle child, very much he's just like a little miniature version of his dad. And his dad lost his hair, started losing his hair in like 10th grade, and is now completely bald. My son started losing, he never had real thick hair, but he started losing his hair in 10th grade, and he has a little bit of peach fuzz on the top, but he shaves it off. So he's bald. Yeah. I have a question. I've asked my son this before, but it doesn't really count with him because my son is diabetic and he's heavy and he's always like warm. He's warm blooded. Like the kid wears shorts in the winter. Dean, does your head get cold? And do you feel like your temperature is lower than like a typical person with hair would be? It's raining there today. Oh, Ginger, yucky. Does your head get cold, Dean? Your chin makes up for it. Okay, you're just right in alignment with my son. Same thing. He grows a full facial beard, basically. And so he always just teases that his hair lost its direction and went the wrong way. Ginger says my hair is thick and long, keeps me warm. Awesome. You wear a hat at night. Okay. Just curious. Okay, you guys. You made stuffed peppers. They're in the oven cooking. Oh, that sounds so good. Like bell peppers. Oh my goodness. That's one of my favorite things. Stuffed bell peppers. You guys, I'm going to plug a product real quickly. Not really, but I'm here to share an experience I've had with this because I feel like it's kind of important right now. Like, everyone's kind of depressed and emotionally distraught and overwhelmed after the release of the files and when a lot of conspiracy theories that have been out there a while got proven true. So a lot of people are kind of crashing out. And they're angry because they feel like nothing's happening to these people that were named in these files. And it's scary having these individuals run our government. It's terrifying and people are freaking out. So, yeah, so wild. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Now, personally, I have chosen not to read those. Okay, I'm just going off of, well, my husband, he's really into all that. I agree, Judy. I agree. I'm not going to give that any of my energy because it's so dark and evil and it's already taking so many people's light away. So I chose not to indulge in reading and I already knew this stuff was going on, you guys. I already knew. Okay. And nobody believed me. And I'm one in thousands of people who already knew. A lot of people are already taking care of some media deals who didn't do the real crap. What? Do the real bad crap. I've read many. You can't forget once you read them. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. That's what I is you can't unknow it and you can't unsee, because as we read something, it doesn't matter what it is. As we read something, our mind envisions it, right? I don't want to envision that. I don't want to give any energy to that. What I do want to do is keep my own energy up and unaffected, because the light workers, the people that are here to usher in the new 5D earth, the new earth, the light workers, we're here for this, and we should not be engaging in that because it robs you of your light, and the world needs the light right now. We're in this big giant shift, and what you put into your head, what you put into your energetic field, it will determine what direction you go in. Because not everybody's going to rise. Not everyone's going to go into the 5th G. Not everyone's going to make it. There's so many systems that are put in effect right now that are trapping us, and they go after people who hold the light the biggest. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this. It's actually a spice. Okay, this is something that's helping me keep an elevated mood. It's helping a lot of people actually keep an elevated mood, to keep a sense of well-being. And it's a spice. And you can drink it as a tea. You can just eat it. It comes in multiple forms. I have some ordered that comes in a liquid form. It just hasn't got here yet. What I'm talking about is saffron. Saffron is actually one of the most expensive spices in the world. Very expensive. It comes from the saffron flower, which is a really cute little purple flower. And each flower makes 3, I think they're called stigmas, the little stem that comes out. And they're also referred to as threads. Okay. So each flower makes 3 in its lifetime. And they look like little red hairs. So you can imagine how many it takes. This is from Persia. And so the Saffron Reserve is a company that I trust. There's a lot of fake saffron out there. Oh my gosh, the aroma, it smells amazing. So I keep it in this container, in a Ziploc bag, in my fridge, because you want to keep it as fresh as possible. This is saffron. This is what it looks like. And it's literally little, oh, come on, Crystal, you can pick it up. Oop, did I drop one? It's really, really, really sacred spice. Very expensive. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Each flower makes 3 of these little red hairs. Okay. People are grabbing like a pinch of it and making tea out of like a whole pinch of it. That's so wasteful. You really only need two of these little threads to make a cup of tea. I also take it in a capsule form. And like I said, I ordered the liquid version, which is supposed to be a little bit more bioavailable and quicker acting. But if you want to know how I keep my chipper mood and how I remain unaffected by the darkness and without having to take like SSRIs, which is like Prozac, Wellbutrin, those things are terrible. They shut down the third eye. Okay. Saffron is it, you guys. This one is called this is from a company called the Saffron Reserve, and you just Google their website, Saffron Reserve, and you can order off their website. I think this was $25 for this container. This is literally like, how much is this? This is 0.3 ounces. So they do sell it in larger lots, but like, so for example, like a pound of this is like $5,000. Very expensive, but there's a reason for that. There's a lot of fake out there. There's another flower, and the name of it is completely eluding me right now. There's another flower that makes these little stem things, threads that makes these too. And once you dry them, they look a lot like the saffron. The aroma and the flavor is out of this world. So you can tell immediately if it's not real. At least I can. There's no other flavor or smell like this. There's nothing to compare it to. The closest thing, I was talking to my daughter about this the other day. The closest thing I can compare it to in a tea form is, it's so weird to say, but it's like toasted marshmallows. It's kind of like that. Roasted marshmallows. It's amazing. And this is by a company called Brain MD. Also, you can Google their website. And this is Happy Saffron Plus. And the plus is an added ingredient in this is zinc. So that's all that's in here is saffron and zinc. Zinc is really, really good for the immune system, boosting the immune system. So I'm telling you guys, if you guys are having some issues with depression, sadness, if you're feeling, you've digested what's in those files and it's really affecting your mental well-being, this will help you. This will help you. I wouldn't suggest it otherwise. Really, really amazing, good stuff. And definitely, something that I personally don't want to live without. So check it out, do some research, see what you think, and try to get you some, because it's amazing stuff. Can you add it to any liquid? Yes, you can. It has a very a strong flavor and a strong odor, and the smell of it is fantastic. So bear in mind that it will add flavor to whatever you're putting it in. I just drink it in a tea, and a lot of people will put it in their mortar pestle and grind it up and put it in their tea that way. I feel like you lose too much of it in that way of doing it. So what I do is I take a couple of ice cubes, put them at the bottom of my cup, I cut the little stems up into tiny little pieces and lay them on top of the ice cubes and let that melt that way. It turns the liquid bright yellow immediately. That's how you know it's real. The smell and what happens when it touches liquid, it becomes bright yellow, like that, bright yellow immediately. But I found that it feels like you get more out of it medicinally if you put it on ice, let it melt all the way through, and then just add your hot water to that. I use, for a sweetener, I use either honey or agave. Agave is a plant-based sweetener from the agave plant, and I suggest the blue agave. The flower is gorgeous. It's bright purple, and it's got those brilliant red stems coming out the middle. But you can imagine like how many of those flowers it must take to make just a little bit of saffron, and that's why it is one of the most expensive spices in the world. Ginger, let me see. Yvonne says ginger, my mother-in-law wanted me to have a red-haired girl. I had a black-haired boy. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay, so I'm going to call in my guides and protectors, angels and ancestors right now, asking for a connection to the source energy, asking for angelic protection to be placed around that connection so that we all remain safe within that energy. I'm asking for that protection to extend out to any and everyone who is here with us, who comes back for the replay, and provide protection for them as well in their everyday. So be it, and so it is. I'm going to try out a new incense. Oh, man, I wish I would have labeled these. Oh, that's good. Got some new ones. Let's see if I can identify it. I think it's like vanilla. I'm pretty sure it's vanilla. Okay, I got a couple of crystals to show you guys before we start into the reading. Another grounding, I brought in some grounding pieces. I feel like that's something that needs to be happening. We all need to be meditating. We need to be grounding our energy in this here and now with all of this toxicity, evil, dark energies. Bear in mind, you guys, this has to happen. The systems have to fall and the corruption has to be outed in order for the shift to take place, in order for change to happen. This has to happen. And I said it that 2025 was the year of disclosure, was the year where everyone was going to find out about like the Holly weirdos and the government and all of these secret societies. I was saying it in 2025, this is the year of disclosure. Now we know, I mean, there's a lot more to know. It goes way deeper than what they've released. But now that we're being made aware of these people who and what they really are, these are not humans, you guys. These are not humans. They're not humans. And there's many different names for them, but these are not humans. So we have to do the most right now to keep our energy clean and our vibration high. And it's a requirement that you stay grounded in your own energy and don't give way to the anger, the fear. The anger is the thing right now that's really kind of leading as far as energies go, just as a collective right now, like, at least in America, anger is like the leading vibration I pick up on. Everyone is so mad. Hi, Beachcomber. So that is a low vibrational energy. And let me tell you, the reason why these files were dangled in front of our eyes for several years, the buildup was part of the plan. Yeah. So let's counteract that to the best of our ability. I brought a few crystals to show you guys that are really good for grounding. The first one is bloodstone. And another name for this is the Jesus stone. Bloodstone gets its name derivative. The reason they call it the Jesus stone is because This is the stone that was the cross was like embedded into. This is the type of stone that it was embedded into. And then people call it bloodstone. They liken it to like blood droplets that were in and around on the stone under him. So it's referred to as the Jesus stone, but this is, or the dragon stone. It's also referred to as a dragon stone, but bloodstone is incredible for grounding. Absolutely incredible. It's got the red jaspers in there. It's got the green moss agate in there, mixed in there, and there's black obsidian mixed in there. All the grounding stones are inside of bloodstone. Really, really, really work with this one a lot when I'm doing grounding exercises. So I do recommend. Hi, Megan. Welcome. Okay, this is another one. I just got this piece yesterday. It's so beautiful. Look at this. This is cherry blossom agate or flower agate. Also an amazing grounding stone. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I love it. I had the weirdest thing happen to me yesterday, guys. I'm going to tell you in a minute. Another one is turquoise. Okay, so right now work with turquoise. Turquoise is really good for the heart chakra, for breaking or for healing hurting hearts, heart healing, and also the ruby and zoisite, ruby and kyanite. This one's ruby and zoisite. This one's ruby and kyanite. These are so amazing. I got to show you guys what happens to these when you put a black light on it. They turn brilliant red. Can you guys see that? I think my flashlight's kind of getting low on battery. Let's try this one. Yeah, they turn like a brilliant red, but also a very good grounding stone. And prehnite has the rutilation in it with the black obsidian. Prehnite's really, really good for heart healing as well. Really good for heart healing. I work with that one a lot. I have a stone that is very new to me. I love the energy for grounding effects. It's called volcanic agate. This was the first piece I got. Love it so much. Works fantastic for grounding. This is volcanic agate. Look at this one. So volcanic agate, the frequency vibration of volcanic agate is very, very new to me, but it is extremely grounding. It feels like nature. That's like the best way to describe the energy. It feels like nature. So it gives me the same kind of feeling of being out in nature. So yeah, volcanic agate, actually a relatively affordable stone. I can't believe I'm literally like just being introduced to it. I am affiliated with a crystal shop on TikTok called Buttercup Crystals, and she sent these to me and in an intuitive pull. She did like I ordered some crystals and I asked her to intuitively pull them for me. These both came from her, one at one time, one at another, and she told me that she's very drawn to that crystal for me. So all I can say is I don't have a lot of experience with it yet, but what the experience I do have, it feels very much like nature. Okay, guys, so hopefully you guys have got your numbers in. Let me open my number thing here. There it is. Does everybody have numbers in? What do you guys think of my new background? I took the big sunshine off because I needed to put it over the window in our spare room, which I call it my daughter's room because that's where they stay when they come. Hi, Willow. So happy to see you. Yay, we've got a bigger group today. Yeah, I took the big sunshine and stuck it over the window in the spare room because my daughter and son-in-law come, and they said that they wake up with the sun right in their face. I just didn't have curtains in there yet. And so I just stuck it up there temporarily. and then put this one up. It's kind of cool looking. Thank you, Envision. Yes, I'm feeling my Egyptian roots with this one. Thank you, Jean. I knew you would like it. Okay, you guys, before I pull a number, I think I'm going to do like a collective pull, okay? Before I do a direct one for a number. I'm going to do a collective pull out of a deck called What We Have Forgotten. I was going to do this yesterday and I forgot. So in a collective sense, what do I need to share as like a general collective message for the Crystal crew, anybody watching us that comes back later? What, in a collective sense, not per individual, but in a collective sense, what energy do I need to share for this here and now moment? Yeah, so I did like a meditation earlier, and what comes through literally every time now is that we need to be grounding our energy. We need to be grounding our energy. People are getting just carried away, literally carried away with anger, fear, sadness, disbelief that, yeah. So that's coming through for sure. That is everything that's happening was manufactured for that reason. We're on the upswing. So the vibration went down as low as it could get, and now it's on the way back up. So they're fighting to try to keep in existence, but they eat those low vibrational energies, you guys. They literally eat that. It's food for them. It gives them the ability to exist. But these are not people that are doing these things. Okay, I'm feeling that one. Okay. Ooh, we got two. Great. This is a good one. This one is water. So it's really important to stay hydrated. Everybody knows this. This is a given. But because there's so many other things now that are available to drink, energy drinks, soda pop, I'm going to tell you guys something. I got to be careful how I say this because I don't want to get in trouble. They are taking DNA from, how can I say this without getting in trouble? They're taking DNA from, okay, when you have unwanted pregnancies and you go and take care of it. Okay. The product that's left over after you do that, and I hate to say product, but that's what they've turned it into. The DNA is being slipped in to the food. Okay. I don't know how bad it is over by where you guys are, Sam and Lisa and Jean, but here in the States, it's in all of the soda pop, energy drinks, and they're calling it a flavor enhancer. That is so disgusting to me. We need to just stick to the water right now and don't eat processed foods because it's going into that too. They're trying to make cannibals out of us. So water is a good, yes. Also, I'm getting it. Okay. They're showing me a bowl of water. Okay. This is what I do. When I go to sleep at night, in order to keep, especially when I'm doing a lot of readings or I'm doing a lot of energy work with other people, those energies attach to me. And as much as I try to call my power in and shut myself off and send everything back to where it came from, things can linger. So I sleep with a bowl of water next to my bed. Anything low vibrational, negative, ill intent that's trying to come at me in my sleep state, which is when we're the most vulnerable, gets trapped in that water. And then in the morning, I go out and pour it into the earth. That's being shown to me. So protect your sleep state, but with a bowl of water right next to your bed. In the morning when you wake up, especially if you're experiencing nightmares, bad dreams, sleep paralysis, they're showing me sleep paralysis issues, anybody who astral projects, anyone who leaves takes their soul outside of the body for short periods of time. This even would be like remote viewers. Anyone who compromises their own auric field in those ways should be cleansing in water. Now, the jab that they gave us, if you've already consumed some of these products that has this flavor enhancer in it, how do you get that out? Also, too, there's a certain frequency that's coming through the cell phones right now that we are, as human beings, becoming addicted to. Okay, how do you and our phones are starting to predict us. That way, they know how to show which ads, all these things. You should be taking baths in water, salt baths, Epsom salts or pink Himalayan salt or Celtic salt. The salt baths will help to take that attachment, basically, that's coming through our phones. It will take that attachment off. Nobody should be sleeping next to their phones. They should be within at least 5 feet away from your body at night. Nobody should be sleeping next to your phones because it's a portal. Okay. Did you see an orb? Maybe, possibly. My son is here all the time, and I have others who visit me. The woman that was unalived by the ICE in her vehicle next to her wife, just saying that name can get me in trouble. They'll like shadow ban my account. But you guys know who I'm talking about. She comes around. When that first happened, that's why I came on and did that live where I was just playing my harp. I was so overwhelmed with her spirit that day that I just literally could barely even speak. She was in such shock. Her spirit was in such shock. She's healing now, but she does come around me. So the other one I got is Hero's Journey. And I think I'm going to read on that. Hero's Journey. What number? Number 9. That's okay. All right. Sorry. Let me real quickly get that. Let's see what they say about the hero's journey. This is a collective message. Descending into the temple. Grounding. Absolutely. Abrahamic schools of spiritual thought have a lot of similarities. One of them is the concept of the journey or the quest. In Islam, al-Sra wa Miraj, or the night journey, refers to the transformational trip made by Muhammad in both body and spirit. He said he made travel from Mecca to the Temple Mount in Jerusalem before ascending into heaven to receive instructions of prayer, with which to return to earth. Sorry. An adventure from one reality to another and back again in one night. This is absolutely reiterating what I just said. So ground with water. If you're taking journeys in your dream state, if you're going places, if you're even in your waking state, it's really important that we ground. So use the grounding crystals, ground with water, taking baths in water, and speak intention into that water before you even get into it. This is here because I need to cleanse my aura. I need to ground, make sure you're speaking and the water can hear us. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. That's your collective message. We should be spending more time in grounding practices. And I kind of already had that in my energy. That's why I brought in the stones that I did. There's a lot of really good stones that you can use to work with grounding. Those ones are just kind of what's in my little regime right now. Okay, are we ready? Sam says I keep having really weird dreams. Okay, wait a minute. Envision. The silence for you isn't silent. Okay. There's no such thing as silence. That's another thing that's happening is there's frequencies being emitted through all these 5G towers and through our cable boxes in our homes, through our televisions, through our phones. There's no such thing as silence. So right now, grounding is really, really important, and we need to be cleansing big time. It's very important. Okay, can you still ground yourself barefoot in snow? Absolutely. I don't trust the snow right now, to be honest with you. Um, I don't trust the snow. I think it's got stuff in it, parasites, plastic particles, metals. They're spraying so much stuff into our atmosphere, and then it gets caught into the snow and it comes down. But I don't trust the snow. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, we used to go outside and eat snow. There is not a chance in Hades that I would put that in my mouth nowadays or allow my children or anyone, because it's not, I don't trust it. There's stuff in it. They're trying to poison us in so many different ways. They're trying to poison our energy, our physical bodies. They're doing the most to try to like basically stay relevant or stay in existence. And they know all of the low vibrational energies and the evil dark forces and the non-humans. They know that they're on their way out. They know. And as I say that, I feel a pain right here. So I'm going to cleanse a little bit. Hold on one second. I've got my phone right next to me. So there you go. That's case in point. Okay. Only high vibrational energies are welcome here. Asking for that protection, just really fully dig in and set in. Only high vibrational energies are allowed to be here. Only high vibration. See, there it went. It's gone. Yeah, that was crazy. Do you guys ever have that happen to you? Do you ever get your third eye attacked like that, where you just have like a sudden pain right there or above your eyes that's just unexplainable? It just happens out of nowhere, and then, and then it's gone. That is an energetic attack. And they will literally directly attack our third eye. Yeah, Sam says yes. Yeah. So that happens to me a lot when I'm speaking truth. Yeah, it's so annoying. But as long as you're aware of them, then you can speak intention into cleansing your space. Okay, first number I picked is number 85. Number 85. Who is closest or right on for 85? You've had stabbing pains in your eyes the last 2 days, Lisa. You're under attack. You need to cleanse your auric field big time. You need to be putting black obsidian, black tourmaline, and selenite in the four corners of your home. If you've got some Celtic salt the entrances and exits, even the windows. It's really important that we do that right now. Do whatever cleansing rituals that you do. Be doing your cleansing rituals. Don't miss a day. Willow is 77. Is that the closest one? Is it Willow? Yay. Okay, Willow. So happy you're here. Do you have any direct question that you would like for me to ask Spirit? Or do you just want me to peek into the energies and see maybe what you should be focusing on right now as far as your healing journey? See, okay, envision, you said you've had headaches in your eyes for a month straight. This is a lot of people I know, and this is an attack on the third eye. And this is because we are waking up. Everybody's waking up. Whatever comes to me. Okay. Spirit guides direct me to. Okay. Okay. This is the Inner Child Oracle, one of my favorites, and I'm directed to it for you, Willow. Do you do crafting, Willow? Do you have a hobby of doing creating things artistic? Okay. What do I need to share with Miss Willow? What do I need to share with Miss Willow in this moment? What is her message, spirit guides? What is her message? You brought her here today for a reason. What is her message? You need to either develop some hobbies, distractions, better, okay. You're spending too much time on like social media, or you're giving too much of your energy out to the wrong things. And you need to kind of develop a hobby, or some kind of a hobby, like art, like reading. These are the things they're showing me. Spending time in nature. I'm seeing animals. I'm seeing a bunch of animals. It's a redirection of your energy that needs to take place. Like maybe take a break from social media for like, pick a day of the week that you disengage from social media for like the whole day. Okay. You got card number 35. This is so beautiful. It says, there is hope ahead. Have courage and take heart, for there is hope. So something that you may be feeling hopeless about, and it might be because of the social media, like taking you down those rabbit holes that lead to negative thought patterns, or sadness or anger or grief. Feeling like the world is kind of hopeless right now is coming through for you. Your guides are trying to tell you that there's still hope. You need to focus on that. You need to be speaking things into existence. You need to be developing thought patterns and thought pathways that, like, you're like, as if you're acting like it's something you already have. Like, like, you need to be saying, hey, I'm so happy and grateful that this is an example. Okay, so say you need a new car. I'm just so happy and grateful that I got my beautiful new car. Or I'm so happy and great. So speak it as if it's already happened. Be speaking things into existence and recalibrating your thought processes. It seems like maybe you're kind of giving too much energy away to something that's not benefiting your highest good. That's what's coming through for you, for sure. Worrying about things you have no control over, and getting in loops of worry about things you can't change and you cannot control, feeling like you're hopeless in some ways. Yeah, that's coming through. Speak it into existence. Healthier thought patterns, some healthy distractions, like habit. Okay, you need to be meditating. They're showing me that. And then maybe meditation is hard for you. So there's a million different types of meditation. Doing art is meditation. Like, I do the diamond painting art. I'm literally like, my mind is free and clear. I'm not thinking about anything when I do that. I'm receiving and allowing, you know, like, okay, hold on one second. Yeah. Okay. Grounding. I feel like this is the same message I get for people over and over and over again right now. Pull your energy back. Pull your energy back. You have energy strings going out everywhere, and they're just like little slow bleeds. You need to pull it back, reclaim your energy, cut cords, cut cords. You're leaving those, like, those little energy strains so you go pay attention to this individual, and then pay attention to this individual, and then this individual, and this, and you're leaving those lines open, and it's like a slow, like, drip of your energy going out is what I'm seeing. Okay, that's very draining on you, and maybe getting stuck in like rabbit holes. I would say more like rabbit holes, like this really strong need that you have to, like, know things and understand things and verify things, and um, get the information. These things are being planted into your energy. So like things that you normally would not be interested in or normally wouldn't research or normally wouldn't, give energy to, seems like that's like happening for you, and you're like, it's being planted, and you're going into these energetic loops where you're like, oh, yeah, you need to do a cord cutting. Do you know how to do like a cord cutting ritual or cord cutting ceremony or anything like that where you cut the cords? You should be doing this every single night at the end of the day. Call your energy back, cut any cords so that you're not dripping your your energies into these fingers or these lines that you're putting out during the day. Maybe go into nature when you can. Go to a tree and put your hands on the tree. Ask the tree to cut the cords or sever those connections. Um, give whatever negative because when you have these open lines of energy, they're not one way. Okay. I'm seeing them flowing back to you. So they're like a vampire. It's sucking your energy in. So make sure that when you go in and you this is what I'm seeing, put your hands on the tree, ask the tree to take that from your energetic field. So trees are living beings. They are living sentient beings, and they are here on the planet for a reason. They all are connected with each other under the ground. And so you need to be putting your hands on the tree. Ask the tree to take anything that residually came into your energetic field while you were watching this person, or, kind of feels like emotions can sometimes be a little overwhelming. There's hope for you. So that's what the message is coming through is have some hope. But that's going to be hard for you to do if you keep these open lines of energy going out to all these other things. They're not 100% healthy for you. And this is all of us. We all are. This is the time when the internet brings us. Okay, hold on. I see that you texted. Also get drained from a lot of energies at work. Okay, so that might be what I'm seeing. Is it feels like something is stealing your energy, and like you're connecting to these things like willingly. Okay, so like you're giving it out willingly, but you're not taking it back or cutting it off at any point in time. You're not doing any of the precautionary things you should be doing. Or I tell everybody at the end of the day, call your energy back, sever any cords or ties that you have extended out throughout the day. You have no idea how many places that we put our energy and direct our energy and connect our energy to in one day. So can you imagine doing that day after day after day after day, and all the things that you come into contact with and all the things that you pay attention to and put energy in? If you stay connected to those things day after day after day after day, these are little tiny siphons that are pulling your energy. So I suddenly feel like heavy, like my arms feel really heavy, like I'm super exhausted, like I ran a marathon. I'm physically feeling that for you right now. So I don't know if you work like a really physical job. If you can, yeah, it just feels like exhaustion. Like, yeah, you need to be calling your energy back, sweetheart. At the end of the day, sever ties, sever connections, call your energies back, and protect your auric field while you're sleeping. That's the message for you today. 20 people for 7 hours. Okay, so you're connected to 20 people for 7 hours. You're connected to more than 20 people because you're also connected to everything that those 20 people are connected to. So that's what I mean, bad energies, bad vibrations, bad entities can get to you through someone else. Okay. So that's why we should be removing individuals out of our life right now that are not serving our highest good, that are energy vampires, that are taking and not giving anything back. That's big right now, especially if you're a light worker or you carry a high vibration or you're a star seed, especially if you're a star seed. We're the first ones they want to shut down right now because our exact purpose and mission here on this planet in this time is to bring the vibration up. We actually come with a certain higher vibration, and it's literally, we're targets for that. And that's what it's feeling like with for you, honey. It's feeling like you need to, yes, you need to put your phone on the other side of the room when you go to sleep at night. I feel like it's probably something that's like the first thing on your mind when you wake up in the morning. Um, that's not that's an energy vampire. That's a connection. That's something that's being influenced into you to constantly pick up the phone and look at the phone and look at the phone and check the phone. And I don't know if you have like a lot of notifications coming in all the time because I'm hearing the sound of my phone makes with the notifications. So like a lot of notifications, and it kind of just, that's also a energy siphon. So you can be putting your energy towards making food, visiting with someone, doing art, whatever you're doing, the things you love or whatever, you could be putting your energy towards that. And then all of a sudden you hear this like notification sound that comes off your phone, and your energy is immediately directed towards that sound. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. Now that sound is getting your energy. So wherever that phone, whoever the notification was for, whether it be another individual or a platform or whatever it is, even an app. People can siphon our energy through these hundreds of different apps that are on the phone too. Yeah. So that's your message, honey. And your guides want you to know whatever it is that you're feeling hopeless about right now, that you can just rest assured knowing that there is hope. Don't let go of the hope that is there. The hope is there. Okay. I hope that helps, sweetheart. You're welcome. Envision says, I power off my electronics, phone, tablet, laptop during. That's very important. I'm glad you do that. We should all be doing that. I plug my phone in to charge it at night, but across the room, man, I don't want to be influenced by that thing in my sleep state when I am at my most vulnerable state. And Dean and my husband and I are not TV watchers. We don't watch TV. We have one. Literally the only time it gets turned on is if the kids come over. We're not TV watchers. We really never have been. My husband's a musician, so he listens to music a lot. So I don't even plug the thing in. Be mindful of the music that's coming through to you right now. I don't know if this just is a collective thing. I'm being told. Be mindful of the music that you're listening to right now. A lot of the satanic entities live in the music, and it's music that we've listened to our whole lives. We just weren't at the right vibration to receive the knowing of actual meanings of these songs and experiences that these songwriters and musicians were experiencing when they wrote these songs. A lot of times they speak in riddles, these songs do. And we just take the song and we apply it to ourselves in our own life. And we sing it with the intention of, the feeling it gives you of your own life. But if you really pay attention to the song itself, who wrote the song and what inspired them to write that song, there's entities living in that. And I know, I'll put it this way. I recently heard a song by Phil Collins, a song that I've known my whole life. I mean, I think it came out when I was like 12, maybe even a little younger, probably younger. But it's literally was just brought to my attention one day while I'm sitting here just innocently singing along to this song. It was brought to my attention from my guides that Pay attention to what you're saying right now. Pay attention to the words you're repeating out loud right now, because words are spells, guys. Okay, we speak everything into existence. And I was just stopped in my track to pay attention to the song that I have sang along to millions of times. And it was about the thing that's in the files, basically. And I've been singing this song my whole life. I didn't see it as that at the time that I was singing it, of course, but that's important. We need to be paying attention to the song, to the music. A lot of negativity is, and a lot of very, very evil low vibrations live in the music. Everything is a frequency, everything. And when we just sing along to the song that comes on the radio and we're not paying attention to the words we're repeating, we are reiterating that energy. We are giving it life. We are condoning the things that the song speaks on. I know for me, I've literally paid so much closer attention to the music. It's almost like heartbreaking at first, because then you realize that in Vision, I take Ormus, two different types. I take a liquid and a powder Ormus. I'm so glad you take that. That's amazing for decalcifying the third eye. I did talk about that on here. I think a few times ago, I talked about the Ormus or the monoatomic gold. Really, really good stuff. Thank you for pointing that out. That is a decalcification for the third eye. So know that if you're using Ormus gold, that makes you a target. The awakened ones become a target. So protect your energy, my friend. All right. Be careful. Be mindful of the songs you're singing along to. Okay, I'm gonna pull another number. 43. Bells. Okay, hold on. What are you saying about bells here? I listen to music, drowns out the crap going on in my head. Me too. Beach is 64. Okay, is that the closest one? I haven't done a reading for Beachcomber in a long time. Music is very healing. Just be careful what you sing along to. Be careful what you give your energy to. Pay attention. I never did that. I mean, my husband's a musician. These are songs that he's played. I've sang along to, I've danced to, like, for years and years and years and years. And I'm suddenly being made aware of where they're derived from. And yeah, it's pretty sad. I mean, I was literally heartbroken when I realized what I had been singing and like celebrating almost, in some of these songs for so long. And then I felt this big feeling of like guilt and anger that I felt tricked, so yeah. Okay, it's Miss Beachcomber. Is she still here? Are you still here, my friend? Hi, there you are. Yay. Okay, do you have a specific question? Feel like you're doing some shadow work right now, so I feel like you're kind of working on yourself. Are you meditating? You need to meditate. You need to. You've got loved ones in spirit that are trying to contact you or around you. Okay, I'm seeing that. They're leaving you signs, trying to get your attention. Okay. I'm going to ask for a message through the tarot for Beachcomber. Can I have some more specific information about what you just showed me? You have loved ones in spirit. Hi, Garnet. So happy to see you. Beach, you're trying to read the signs. Okay, you've got it's like a grip of people around you, a spirit around you. They're trying to guide you in a different direction. The Empress. This is the mother energy. This is divine feminine. Okay. Something to do with mothering. Do you have a son? Yeah. Okay. Three of Wands. This is like a homecoming. This is a teamwork. Do you work with your son? Travel. I'm seeing an airplane. What more can you give me? What more can I know? Seven of Wands. Boundaries. And the Hanged Man. So this is looking at something from a different point of view or a different perspective, having to do with boundaries being crossed or not being set in stone good enough. Having something to do with travel. Seeing an airplane. And the mother. So are you traveling? You work with kids. Okay. That's still very mothering energy, very, very much so. But do you work with children that come from other places in the world that travel? It doesn't feel like you traveling. It doesn't feel like you traveling. You said, I don't have plans to. It doesn't feel like you. This is something that's traveling to you. This looks like a very specific individual. This is a boy. It's like, that's why I asked you if you're a mom. I was seeing a little boy around you. You work at a school? Oh, it may be one of your students. Do you have like, spirit guides, help me out here. Okay. I think there may be a child that you work with that's not necessarily born in this country. They traveled here. That might be in trouble. They're in my mind's eye, they're crying. There's something you need to see in regards to this so that you can be a voice for this child. And that's what they're trying to tell you. That's a very low vibration. An abused child, in some way, shape, or form, this child is abused. They look at you as like a mothering energy. Or like, I wish my mom was like that, is what I feel like. I wish my mom was like that. I'm gonna pull it from a different deck. Can we have some more specific information about this child? This child is not born in this country. He traveled here. He's not in a great situation. I feel like that this child feels like he can speak to you, or he can talk to you, or he looks up to you as almost like a mother type figure with the Empress. He may be like dropping hints. Yes, Five of Swords. This is attack. This is battling. This is fighting. Five of Swords is being attacked, physically attacked, being physically hurt. being fighting. It's chaos. It's like his life is outside of school is chaos. And he's waiting for someone to kind of rescue him, to help him, or to notice, someone to notice. And I think it has to be you. Um, your guides are trying to help him. Okay, my advice, I wouldn't want to be in this position, but my advice for you, sweetheart, is to pay really close attention to your students. Just um, pay close attention to your students. I'm seeing like a little picture drawn on a piece of paper that looks like a school artwork or school assignment. And I'm seeing it on a computer screen too. There is a child who is reaching out for help or is trying without being super obvious about it. This child is like afraid to like come out and say, hey, this is what, and it's not a really, really young child, but this, okay. Now I'm seeing like a bunch of children, and this one's standing back away from the rest, trying to get your attention without being obvious. He doesn't want anyone else to hear or see or it's like the big secret in his family. He's going to be somebody wasn't born in this country. That's the biggest hint that I can give you, because he traveled here. So if that narrows it down for you at all, you work with 4 and 5-year-olds. Okay, that makes sense. That makes absolute sense. If I was in your position and knowing this, I would pay really close attention to the children that you're caring for, closer attention to the children who maybe weren't possibly born in this country. One of them has, and it's a male, has something happening in his home and he needs help. And your guides are trying to bring this to your awareness as well. Like a lot of them, and maybe even his guides too. And it's like it has to be you that this child feels like you're gonna be the one to save them. If anyone can save them, or if anyone can help them, not necessarily save them, but help them, it's gonna be you. They look at you as like, I wish my mother was like that, or I wish I had a mother just like you, is what's coming through for that. Yeah, keep your eyes open. Keep your mind open as well. Look really closely for the signs. They're there. Okay. All right. Is there anything else I need to say? Hold on, because I don't feel like that's all. I have like a pain in my stomach, like a tummy ache, like hunger, like I'm hungry. I feel really hungry all of a sudden. Ooh, yeah, just like I'm starving. I feel really, really hungry. They may not be getting fed. That's what it's, ooh, my tummy's growling. I ate right before this, so they may not be getting fed. They may be having getting food restrictions as punishment, or they're just not getting fed at home. And I have goosebumps, so that's a hit. Okay. Okay, I just want to say one more thing. I commend you. I have such huge respect for you as a teacher, as a person that works with little children. It takes a very special individual to do that, and to do that well, and to first of all, have the patience, and it just takes a special individual to do that. Just like it takes a special individual to be like a nurse or a caregiver or work as like an animal caregiver. In your energy, I feel like this is what you were born to do. Like this was you're on your major mission in life as a teacher. This is something that you came here to do, came here to be and to do, and you're good at what you do. You're loved for it, and you deserve kudos. You deserve recognition. Like I'm seeing like an award, like an award. Okay. And so your guides are wanting me to point out to you that you are right on track on your mission, that what you came here to do, you're doing it and you're killing it, sister. Um, yeah. Okay. I think that was it. Please pay attention to the kiddos around you. This child may or may not be in your classroom. I seen him standing back away from the other children, but he looks at you as like, if I could have a mom, if I could pick a mom, that would be what I want my mom to be like. So, and I can imagine that it would be really hard with 20 kids. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. See, I have to give you kudos. I could not do that job. There's no way I could do that job. That's too much energy. I couldn't deal with it. So it takes a special person. And thank you for taking that role in this life. Teachers are so, so important. The babies, that's our future. And their childhood shapes their life, their future. Yeah, I can imagine it's hard with 20 kids. Envision says celiac is painful for a child so much they can't eat, stomach problems, digestive issues. Poor kids. Yeah, maybe it's something like a stomach issue. It's gone now, but it just felt like hunger. Like I felt super hungry all of a sudden. Or either that or the child's just not getting fed. It's just not getting enough nutrition or enough food in the home. Yeah. So maybe we can all just take a second to send some thoughts that way to Beach so that she give her some of our energy or intentional thought that she has her eyes opened to who this individual is, who this child is, so that she can help them. And I'm doing that right now. I'm sending intentional energy towards you right now that your eyes are open to who this individual is through any distractions. Your eyes be open to this individual, and that you're made aware of who this child is that's kind of needs your attention and feels like you're like the only person that could help me is this woman. And if I could pick a mom, it would be her, just like her. So, okay. What time are we on? 1:13. Okay, I am going to do. My phone blacks out on me every time. I'm going to do a couple more. 65. Can you guys hear the kids playing out in my neighbor's yard? I love that sound. Okay. Sorry. Got something trying to get to me here. Only beings of love and light and high vibration are allowed in this space. Only beings of love and light, high vibration are allowed in this space. Okay. It's you, Lisa? Yay! Do you have a specific question, sister? Lisa, you work a lot. You need a vacation, sister. You're tired. Okay. Picking up on your energy, you work a lot. What can I share with Miss Lisa? Nope, wrong deck. I feel exhausted. I feel pulled in a lot of different directions energetically. A little bit of worry, stress over something. Okay, I got to get this done and this done and this done and this done. I have this much time, and I got to somehow arrange all of my choices and decisions and actions so that I can lend the energy to all these things. Yeah. Do you sometimes feel like she's on leave? As of Monday? Okay. Are you taking time off on Monday? Are you on leave as of Monday? Your spirit, you got 1 week off. That is fantastic for you. That is so needed right now. You need rest. You need that rest. You are so tired. 5 of Wands. This is definitely is challenges. This is obstacles. This is 5 of Wands is being, having a ton on your plate, and the challenge of trying to meet all the needs that are expectations of you, and you feeling like, and then you got judgment. Judgment is upon your own self, you judging yourself. Like, did I do this? Did I put enough energy towards this? Did I get this done? Did I do this appropriately? How am I doing? I'm hearing the words, how am I doing? How am I doing? Or how am I going to do this? Or how am I doing? I'm so glad you're getting a week off. You need that rest. During that time, spirit guides, what should Lisa be focusing her energy on to heal? Be sure. Okay, so you need to be pulling in your energies on Monday. I hope you can take like a whole day just to yourself, just to focus on Lisa. I know that you've got stuff to take care of during this time that you're going to be off. Like you've got plans. Like, I'm going to have a week to do this and this and get this done, and then catch up with this and catch up with that, and prepare for, have time to prepare for this and get a few steps ahead in this. And what's going to happen is you're going to keep your time off so busy that it'll be busier than you're like when you're working. Like, you're going to try to fit a lot into that week off. Or you have a lot of like plans to get caught up with this and get started with that and go to this place and do this thing. And it's like you have in your mind, you've got like a lot, but you need to take a day just for you with no plans, no obligations. You need a Lisa day where you don't feel like mom, wife, worker, all these things that take priority over yourself in your life, and be non-judgmental of that. Specifically that day, be non-judgmental of yourself. Don't feel guilty that you didn't do this, or feel guilty that you didn't do that, or feel, because I feel in your energy, I feel obligated to a lot of things. I feel obligated to a lot of things that have just become part of who and what you are. Like, it's kind of like expected from you. So you've just, okay, I can be this and do this and extend my energy here, and I can do this. I can pull this off. Like, maybe sometimes you don't know how you actually can get everything you do done in a day, but you always do. There needs to be a day with zero obligation for you, a day with zero expectations from you. Um, the words on the card: release what drains your spirit. That's the words on the card. When you free yourself from the heaviness, peace will return like dawn after night. That's absolute validation of what I was just saying. So you need to give yourself a true, real day off where you don't have a day that has a million things planned for that day, to get as much out of that day off from work that you possibly can. You get guilty when you rest. I feel that. I feel that for you. Absolutely. You feel like, I'm not getting anything done. Like, how dare I waste these hours when I could be doing this and I could be getting that accomplished. And I could be preparing for this. And like, I feel that absolutely. So your guides want you to truly take some time off work, like truly take some time off everything, and take a day where you pamper yourself. You do some cleansings, you do some calling of your energy back. I would say, I know it's cold and it's wintry and it's cold right now, but I would say try to spend some time in nature. Even if you just go for a walk outside, buy yourself some flowers. I'm seeing a bouquet of flowers all of a sudden. Maybe spoil Lisa day is in, yeah, yeah, that's really important. You extend yourself out in a lot of different directions. You have a great partner, though. That's coming through in your energy. You have a great partner that does a lot to help you. Um, Thank you for that, Dean. That's awesome. She finds it hard to rest. She's always looking for something to do when all is done. Oh, that's in your spirit. Yep. Like, what can I do to prepare for this? Or like sitting down and taking a break and just like resting in your own energy is really difficult. You feel guilty for that. You feel like you're wasting your time. There needs to be a reset in your way of thinking with that, Lisa. Okay. Spending time on yourself is not a waste of time. It's not a poor choice of time management. To actually be still is really important for you right now. There needs to be some stillness. You're missing something, like an upgrade or a shift that's trying to take place. It's off a bit. You're missing something, because you're so busy all the time. It's being overlooked. You're also somebody who like, yeah, you're led by that guilt of like, you can't even sit down and rest for 10 minutes because then you feel like you're wasting time and you feel like you're doing something wrong in that. That needs to change. Spending time on yourself is not a waste of time. It is not taking away from anyone else. You're not wasting time on Lisa. You need to give some time back to yourself. Please take a day, my friend. Hi, Taurus. Please take a day where you have no expectations of yourself. Okay? Take a day. You have a whole week off. You can get a lot done in that week, but take one day where you allow yourself to be bored. Sit in that boredom, because it feels like that you're somebody who might actually like feel like bored sometimes. Like if you're not doing something constantly, like a feeling of being bored. Like I've got, that's the feeling that's coming through, is like, if I don't, it's not even actually boredom. It's actually a different energy than boredom, but you're seeing it as boredom. If you're sitting for longer than a few minutes, like you lose interest easily, or your mind wanders, or you start thinking, I could be doing this, I could be getting that done. I shouldn't be just sitting here doing nothing. It's not really boredom. It's not really that. It's a misalignment in your thought processes. You have convinced yourself over time that you're supposed to be busy all the time. You're supposed to be accomplishing something all the time. You're supposed to be trying to get ahead of things. You've got a really full plate all the time, more full than it needs to be. You make it that way. You have high expectations of yourself. Only you need to be still. You need to be still. You need a day of stillness. Allow yourself to sit still. Pamper yourself for a day. Celebrate Lisa for a day. Try to do some meditations in water or near water. And just be really quiet and still and listen. I don't know if are you like a vegetarian or do you have like a specific type of a diet? Because I'm seeing a lot of fruit and vegetables chopped up. Yeah. Okay. You said you're tough on yourself. You know it's you. Yeah. Yeah. Um, Diabetic. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So you need to put some more thought process or some more thought or effort towards the food, the food choices that you make. Maybe my son is diabetic too. My middle son is diabetic as well. I had a diabetic pregnancies with all three of my kids. It's called gestational diabetes. And fortunately, thank goodness, it is something that corrected after birth. And I didn't stay diabetic. It was just during my pregnancies. And with all of my children, only one of them turned out to be diabetic. And I kind of knew the day he was born that it was going to happen to him. And that's my middle son. His name is Wesley. And yeah, I kind of knew in as a child he had all the classic symptoms like an unquenchable thirst. The kid drinks water all day long. Um, and like food controlled his moods. Why am I saying that? Okay, maybe the food choices that you're making, maybe directing your moods, or I'm seeing melons, watermelons, or melons, just melons. They're showing me melons. I don't know if that's significant to you or not, Lisa. Melons. You know, like the what is that called? The green melon. Shoot, what is that called? What is that called, you guys? I can't remember. Not cantaloupe. The green melon. Yes, yes. Thank you, Willow. Honeydew. I'm seeing honeydew. And I'm seeing green, like green food. Green food. So you may need some. Okay, got it. Thank you, spirit guides. Do you take a chloroform, um, a chloroform supplement? Anything with chloroform in it? A chloroform supplement. There's one. You need to eat more green food. Your body needs chloroform. Okay. I have one. I don't take it in, as good as I should. What's the name of that stuff? You take lots of vitamins. Okay. Chlorophyll, chloroform, chlorophyll. It's either one of those two words. It's basically what makes plants green, but it's really important for humans, and it's actually really significant for people with diabetes. They're showing me a lot of green food, green vegetables, green, 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 green. Try to incorporate some more of that into your, yeah, green, 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 green. You need to eat more green food. Your body's lacking the chlorophyll or the chloroform necessary. to keep you healthy. I have one. I probably don't. I don't take it as much as I should. Lisa, it's not right next to me. So after this live, I'm going to go take a picture of it and text it to you so that you can see the one I use. Mind you, I put a lot of effort into researching the companies that I trust to put their supplements in my body. My body is a temple, and I'm very careful what I put into it. And I know that a lot of those companies out there try to sneak stuff into their supplements with like through fillers and things like that. So I am super careful. I do a lot of research on every product that I put in my body. So this one I do trust. I can't, it's the name of it's eluding me right now, but I'll take a picture of it and I'll send a picture of it to you. It's definitely coming through that you need to eat. You need to introduce this. So either through leafy greens, green foods, you're lacking this right now, and that's coming through for you. So, okay, guys, I hope that helped you, Miss Lisa. I hope my readings helped all of you guys. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take my little dog for a walk out in the sunshine. Thank you guys for showing up again. Thank you so much, Sam, for being an amazing, the best moderator ever. I appreciate you so much. And hey, you never know, you might see me again tomorrow. Okay, guys? I might just come back tomorrow. Okay. I am lifting you all in the most abundant, divine. Did you guys just see that orb? Did you guys see it? Or was that another thing out of the corner of my eye? Did you guys just see that? Okay. I think Brandon's popping in to say thank you to you guys too. I just saw an orb go flying across my screen like so fast. Okay, guys, have a beautiful rest of your day. Lisa, Sam, Megan, am I saying her name right? Is she still here? Dean, everyone from over on the other side of the world, have a good night. See you guys tomorrow, probably. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for coming.